And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think that in some way, Kong did the same.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. The topic of today's video is, who is this little girl? Who is she? We have now got the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer released. We know quite a lot. I mean, I've done a half-hour breakdown video, and I've also done a trailer reaction. This video is a little bit more in depth, I guess you could say. This situation is interesting. This little girl is protected by Kong. She has a bond with Kong. We can see just from the trailer alone, you know, how she walks up to Kong, presents a little Kong doll. But she's very much clearly an Iwi, you know, a member of the Iwi tribe that lived on Skull Island. So I think to myself, when I watch this trailer, how is she alone? How doesn't she have anyone? What's the deal here? And I thought to myself, well, how? Like, why is she alone? Where's all the Iwi gone? What is happening? And I think this all ties into the expanded media of Godzilla and Kong universe. Legendary's done a fantastic job throughout their marketing for both of these films. But I think where the reveal is actually, and I think this proves to be a deeper bond between the two of them, the reveal of how this girl becomes an orphan is actually in the end credits of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Now, you may remember, ladies and gents, the end credits that revealed quite a few things about Skull Island, namely two things. There was Monarch building massive bases on Skull Island, but then there was also the influx of Titans, and that's huge. You know, the numerous Titans coming to Skull Island upsets the balance. It upsets the balance. It is an opening, it is a gateway into the Hollow Earth. We know that, that's fine. But it upsets the balance. Now, the Iwi have lived there as natives, I guess you could say, for many years. Now, it's my theory, because, again, this trailer explicitly states she had no one. I wanted to protect her, and I guess Kong did the same. You know, formed a bond to protect her, and she's our MacGuffin, you could say. This little girl is our MacGuffin. But I think they've been quite smart about the introduction of why we've got a MacGuffin. You know, how we've got a MacGuffin. I believe that the end credits of Godzilla King of the Monsters reveals to us numerous Titans, kaiju, going to Skull Island. I think this upset the balance. I think that led to quite a lot of severe death and murder on Skull Island. I think Kong maybe couldn't protect everyone on Skull Island. Because remember, it is his island. He is king of the island. He is the protector. He protects the Iwi. He keeps, you know, the balance there. And I think what this reveals to us is the fact that that balance was tipped. I think Kong, ultimately, maybe it was with Kamazotes that we're about to see in the prequel comic. Maybe it was with Kamazotes. Maybe Kamazotes murdered them all. Maybe some of the other Titans that arrived there, maybe they murdered them all inadvertently. Who knows? Maybe on purpose, maliciously. We obviously don't know. We know that there's new war bats in this movie. But it would appear to me that those Titans were nasty. I don't know, maybe Kong just couldn't keep up. And they're all dead. Because this girl is clearly an Iwi. She's an orphan. And I think this builds an interesting narrative here at play. You know, Kong, the last of his kind. Godzilla, the last of his kind. And, again, this little girl the last of her kind, which I actually think makes this MacGuffin quite a good MacGuffin, as MacGuffins go. A lot of people didn't like the introduction of this little girl. They didn't like the fact that she was here, the fact that she was a bit of a point of view character to calm Kong. But I think if you're introducing 3 characters, the little girl, Godzilla, Kong, each the last of their kind, and Kong wants to protect this one because he maybe failed in his mission to protect Skull Island, I think that introduces us to a really, really, really clever and really nice way of having a MacGuffin in this film. So there you go, there's my explanation, I guess you could say, as to why this little girl is so connected to Kong. Maybe Kong genuinely did actually take her under his wing, so to speak. We know that he has certain locations that he's protective of, that he goes to, that he clearly knows all of the area anyway. And I think that is probably who this little girl is. She's an Iwi, she's the last of her kind, and Kong wants to protect her as a result. I think that's a really smart way of introducing a MacGuffin. It doesn't really explain why they've got such a big bond. I guess, maybe specific time they've been alone together. She's an orphan for a long time. There's rumours that she's deaf, which may come into it as well. But I think this is a good MacGuffin as they go. But let me know your thoughts down below. Was this something that you didn't like? Did you not like the introduction to this? I personally think it's quite good now that I've looked into it a little bit deeper, and I think that, she's probably a member of the Iwi. I think it's very clear that she's a member of the Iwi, in fact, like the necklace that she was wearing, the fact that she's on the island, all of these things. Now, she might not be. Ultimately, she might not be. But if she is, I think that's a much smarter way to go than just having some rando orphan that's friendly with Kong for some unbeknownst reason. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like this? Do you dislike this? Do you like my thoughts and theories? Let me know down below in the comment section. Did you like this trailer? I absolutely loved it. Can't wait. Hit subscribe for more Godzilla trailer theory videos. I've got a few lined up actually. Even though I've done that massive breakdown, I've got loads dropping. Even with respect to maybe it's not Kamazotes. But hey, well, is it Kamazotes? Is it Psycho Vulture? We'll see. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Also got Godzilla vs. Kong merch linked underneath the video. Cop on whilst you can. Cheers. Take care.